What up, YouTube fam? It's April G. Showers back at y'all with a reaction. We got Kxng and Joell Ortiz Backstage official video. I know I'm late. I apologize. Had some, I have some health issues going on right now that I'm not gonna get into. It don't matter. Just know I'm doing the best I can, y'all. And I'm sorry I'm late. I do know since they released this song that, because I've seen little clips and stuff of Royce, Joe Budden, and Joell Ortiz on IG Live kind of having words, and then I know Kxng responded back to that IG Live. So I'm in the process of making those videos for y'all as well as a video about the game and what he said about Eminem. So I am behind the scenes still working on stuff for y'all, so please know that. And I'm doing the very best I can. The Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse, Kxng and Joell Ortiz album comes out this Friday, which is technically tomorrow now because it's 1:30 a.m. where I am. So that's crazy. I'm excited to hear it. I want to hear it, but it's kind of sad too, you know what I'm saying? So, but, we'll see. So I am super excited for this song. Obviously I hadn't heard it yet, hadn't watched the video or anything like that. I don't like doing that before I react to songs. Never have liked doing that and never will do that. Except rare occasions. If you see the words in the title in parentheses reaction/review, it means I've heard it before. And it's probably because someone has requested it, or it's a music video of a newer song that the audio was released first and then they later released a music video for it or something like that. Anyway, also episode 3 of the Queen's podcast will be next Sunday, March 20th, as long as life allows. And an hour with April G. Showers interviews. I do have interviews done. They just need to be edited, and then I will get those up as soon as I can. And yeah, just know I'm doing the best I can, y'all. The very best I can, I promise. Alright, y'all. As always, I will provide the link in the description box, so please be sure to click on that link. Go watch, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go pre-save The Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse by Kxng and Joell Ortiz to show some support. And yeah, April G. Score. Fist bump. Love y'all. Let's get it. Backstage.
Y'all know what it is. Let's go. Slaughterhouse on 3. Come on, man. 1, 2, 3. 4 of us backstage. We say a prayer. Come out one.
Hold on, it ain't loud enough. Not for me, anyway. I like my music loud. Very, very loud. Alright, sorry. Let's go.
What it is. Let's go. Slaughterhouse on 3. Come on, man. 1, 2, 3. 4 of us backstage, we say a prayer. Come out one by one and sound off. I see it like I'm near. A hand in the air, felt energy everywhere. Point that mic in the crowd, they go line for line anywhere in the song. Organically built an empire. Once that spark matched the talent on paper, I knew we'd catch fire. From red spiders to pulling up in that red spider, to sold out shows without Joe.
From red spiders to pulling up in that red spider. Kind of like from rags to riches. You know what I'm saying?
Fire. From red spiders to pulling up in that red spider, to sold out shows without Joe. We tore that Best Buy up. Before Royce and Crook was sober, man, this shit was ill. We sipped to kill.
Before Royce and Crook was sober, that shit was ill. That could be a double. Because before they got sober, that shit was ill. Like, it was awesome. It was amazing. It was fun. But then also, it was ill as in sick. It was sick. It was as fun as it was, as awesome as it was, it still wasn't right. And we still wasn't right. And you know what I'm saying? That's how I took that anyway. I might be reaching.
Best Buy up. Before Royce and Crook was sober, man, this shit was ill. We sip to kill, give groupie bitches the dick and chill. Joe ain't drink, but he bought.
Give groupie bitches the dick and chill.
Was ill. We sip to kill, give groupie bitches the dick and chill. Joe ain't drink, but he partied on them prescription pills. The one video depicted how he was living for real. Backstage, man.
Joe didn't drink, but he partied on them prescription pills. That was my drug of choice as well. Prescription pain pills. But I will celebrate 11 years clean on August 8th. Woo woo. And congrats to King Crooked. And congrats to Royce for being in recovery as well. I'm not sure. King Crooked's been like 5 or 6 years. Royce has been longer than that, I believe. And I'm not sure about Joe Budden. If y'all know if Joe Budden is in recovery, and if so, how long, let me know in the comments.
Prescription pills, the one video depicted how we was living for real. Backstage, man, we was like brothers. Nobody would fall cause everyone would be each other's crutches. But here's a little something you ain't know. We split the dough, and after the tour was over, so was the show. No hanging out, no phone calls, just holiday texts and emails from management on what's probably up next.
He said, here's something y'all ain't know. We get the dough, then after the toe, there was no shit. Hold on.
We split the dough, and after the tour was
We split the dough, and after the toe was over,
so was the show.
So was the show. And he said that they didn't get no calls or nothing, just maybe some holiday texts and emails with their managers saying what's probably up next. So basically he's saying, like, when they had to be together on tour and performing and being backstage, and that energy, it was amazing and awesome. But then once the shows were over, the concerts were over, the tours were over, they all went their separate ways and didn't talk or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Communication is a huge part of any relationship. I don't care who it is, whether it's your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, your child, your manager at work, your friend, your siblings, your whatever, whoever it may be. Communicate your parents. Communication is key to any human relationship. Period. Period. If you ain't got communication, if you ain't got trust, then it's not gonna work, regardless of who or what type of relationship it is.
Nobody.
You you can still love people, but some people you have to love from a distance. You know what I'm saying?
How we was living for real. Backstage, man, we was like brothers. Nobody would fall cause everyone would be each other's crutches. But here's a little something you ain't know. We'd split the dough, and after the tour was over, so was the show. No hanging out, no phone calls, just holiday texts and emails from management on what's probably up next. But no amount of money is bigger than ego. Niggas doing deals on the side.
No amount of money is bigger than ego. Ego, pride, that goes hand in hand. I said it, I think, in the Vacancy reaction. Pride comes before the fall. It's true.
Next. But no amount of money is bigger than ego. Niggas doing deals on the side like Nicki and Casino. Joe, you thought you was the head Gambino.
Doing deals on the side like Nicki and Casino, bruh.
Niggas doing deals on the side like Nicki and Casino. Joe, you thought you was the head Gambino. Made decisions with no regard for the next man. We know that Rolly.
Joe, you thought you was the head Gambino. Making decisions for everybody else. Yeah, we know. Something like that.
Gambino made decisions with no regard for the next man. We know.
Made decisions with no regard for the next man. We know.
You thought you was the head Gambino. Made decisions with no regard for the next man. We know that Rolly lit up nice. It had the large down, but you was on your ish for that ice, just like you are now. Royce, we was pretty tight. Then you.
Damn, that was a bar. Let's go, Joell.
God for the next man, we know that Rolly lit up nice. It had the large down, but
that Rolly lit up nice. It had the large dial.
You was on your ish for that ice, just like you are now.
But you was on your ish for that ice, just like you are now. Bruh. Ish and Ice is who is on Joe Budden's podcast with him now. I know their names now after doing that IG video on him and Royce responded to Vacancy. I now know their names are Ish and Ice. So, anyway. But then it's a triple. Really, it's a triple entendre because the literal meaning of it just being a watch, a nice, expensive watch. But then you was on your ish for that ice, just like you are now, referring to the podcast with Ish and Ice. But then also you was on your shit for that money, just like you are now. Because ice is slang for, jewelry, drip, money, That was a nice bar.
Up nice, it had the large down, but you was on your ish for that ice, just like you are now. Royce, we was pretty tight, then you got around Mike and let him sell you Joell lies at a discount price. But you know quick, nigga, the block enforcer. Only thing you had up on me was that rocket launcher. Got guns too.
The rocket launcher, is he talking about? I don't want to sound stupid, bruh. If I sound stupid, then I just sound stupid. I know Royce and his little brother Kid Vicious put out a video. It's been a long time ago. Like, long time ago. Clowning on Benzino and how Benzino be talking all this shit and having all these guns and stuff. And I think Royce like pulled out a rocket launcher thing or something on the video. But then also Royce and Joe Budden have a song together called 4040. Gracie, hush. Sorry, my dog. And in that song called 4040 by Royce and Joe Budden, I believe it was Royce in his verse. He said, the rocket launcher is part of my ensemble. Or I could just be completely wrong, and it could be just like an inside joke between just them four. So I don't know. If anybody knows, y'all let me know in the comments, please.
Only thing you had up on me was that rocket launcher. Got guns too. We had some fun too. Mic check 1, 2. So this is what it's come to. That last phone call revealed it was the last days. Man, I wish real life was like Backstage. Green room bottles full as fuck. Bad bitches around that nobody else could touch. Bags full of money. Choppers on the bus. The four-headed monster. Who want a problem with us? But see, the problem was us, and a whole lot of stuff we probably should have discussed. But we here now, no going back, hey. At least shit was real when we was backstage.
12 hours earlier. Okay?
Here now, no going back, hey. At least shit was real when we was backstage.
Dear God, thank you for letting me wake up. Feel like I'm in the land of Canaan. Feel like we are the sons of Jacob. 4 brothers who destined to break up. But will we meet up in Egypt to make up? The snake up the tree of life, who offered the apple to Eve. See, I bit the forbidden fruit, then I hit.
Hold on a minute, bruh. Yo. Here we go, bruh. Oh, Lord. Go gadget brain. King Crooked is on his biblical-ish. And he started with Genesis. Talk about the land, bruh.
Back, hey. At least shit was real when we was backstage.
Dear God, thank you for letting me wake up. Feel like I'm in the land of Canaan. Feel like we are the sons of Jacob. 4 brothers who destined to break up. But will we meet up in Egypt to make up?
The way he puts words together. But will we meet up in Egypt, bruh?
4 brothers who destined to break up. But will we meet up in Egypt to make up? The snake up the tree of life, who offered the apple to Eve. See, I bit
the tree of life.
Egypt to make up. The snake up the tree of life.
The snake up the tree of life.
Who offered the apple to Eve. See,
grew off the apple to Eve. The Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve. Eve ate the apple when she wasn't supposed to. The snake was actually the devil or Satan who was there to tempt them, and they could not resist the temptation, and Eve ate the apple, and yeah.
up in Egypt to make up. The snake up the tree of life, who offered the apple to Eve. See, I bit the forbidden fruit, then I hit the chapel to grieve, cause I...
He said, see, I bit the forbidden fruit, then hit the chapel to grieve. That's a triple. The obvious meaning, like the obvious biblical ties of the forbidden fruit, hit the chapel to grieve. But then the forbidden fruit, like how he felt about being part of the group and the group itself, and dedicated himself to the group. But also the forbidden fruit could symbolize alcohol, because you know King Crooked was an alcoholic, and like I said, been in recovery 5-6 years. At the beginning, it showed a bottle of Jameson, which is what he used to drink. Like their videos and everything are bars. Everything. But I wonder what the 12 hours earlier, what that symbolizes.
Feel like I'm in the land of Canaan. Feel like we are the sons of Jacob. 4 brothers who destined to break up, but where we meet up in Egypt to make up. The snake up the tree of life, who offered the apple to Eve. See, I bit the forbidden fruit, then I hit the chapel to grieve, cause I knew the truth. In Babylon, shackled by thieves in the...
Cause I knew the truth in Babylon, shackled by thieves.
Then I hit the chapel to grieve, cause I knew the truth. In Babylon, shackled by thieves in the lion's den. I triumphed when Daniel believed I was...
In the lion's den, I triumphed when Daniel believed. He's going through the whole Bible, bruh. The entire Bible. Daniel in the lion's den, bruh.
See, I bit the forbidden fruit, then I hit the chapel to grieve, cause I knew the truth. In Babylon, shackled by thieves in the lion's den. I triumphed when Daniel believed I was a slave to my loyalty. Measure the pressures like trying to measure the...
He said I was a slave to my loyalty. That's deep. Bruh, I've been there, and that could be a double for his loyalty to the group as well as alcohol. Bruh.
You believe I was a slave to my loyalty. Measure the pressures like trying to measure the desert, feeling lesser and lesser. Joseph never... Measure the pressures like trying to measure. Daniel believed I was a slave to my loyalty. Measure the pressures like trying to measure the desert, feeling...
He's either saying measure the pressure or measure depression. Is like trying to...
I was a slave to my loyalty. Measure the pressures like trying to measure the desert, feeling lesser and lesser. Joseph...
It's like trying to measure the desert, feeling lesser and lesser, bruh. I think he said measure the pressure.
My loyalty, measure the pressures like trying to measure the desert, feeling lesser and lesser. Joseph never treasured my efforts. He couldn't spot a goat like shepherds and leopards, but I'm a king like Nebuchadnezzar. Yes, sir. Bag of...
Oh my God.
trying to measure the desert, feeling lesser and lesser. Joseph never treasured my effort.
Joseph never treasured my efforts. Joseph in the Bible, but did Joseph as in Joe Budden never treasured my efforts, never thought I was good enough, didn't believe in me like he should have or whatever.
Precious like trying to measure the desert, feeling lesser and lesser. Joseph never treasured my efforts. He couldn't spot a goat like shepherds and leopards, but I'm a...
He couldn't spot a goat like shepherds and leopards.
So Joseph never treasured my efforts. He couldn't spot a goat like shepherds and leopards, but I'm a king like Nebuchadnezzar. Yes.
Bruh. He couldn't spot a goat. Like shepherds and leopards. But I'm a king like Nebuchadnezzar. Talking about Joe Budden couldn't spot that King Crooked is a goat. He's one of the goats. One of the greatest of all time. Period. Dot. The end. In my top 5 for a reason. Bruh, this verse, I hadn't heard it all yet, but I'm about ready to say this is the verse of the year so far. He's taken us through the whole Bible, but relating it to the group, bro, as well as addiction.
He couldn't spot a goat like shepherds and leopards, but I'm a king like Nebuchadnezzar. Yes, sir. Bag of gold for us, I took to Zion, but the 3-man...
Bag of gold for us, I took to, bruh, Zion, like Mount Zion.
King like Nebuchadnezzar. Yes, sir. Bag of...
Yes, sir. I like that. Yes, sir.
Spot a goat like shepherds and leopards, but I'm a king like Nebuchadnezzar. Yes, sir. Bag of gold for us, I took to Zion, but the 3-man story didn't fit in the book of Ryan. I would be lying if I didn't say.
Holy mother. But our 3-man...
But the 3-man story didn't fit in the book of Ryan. I would be lying.
But the 3-man story didn't fit in the book of Ryan. The book of Ryan is Royce's album. Talk about Royce would not do a 3-man deal without Joe. But then also again, staying with the biblical theme, because you know the Bible has books: the book of Matthew, book of Mark, book of Luke, book of John, book of Acts, book of Romans, book of Genesis, book of Exodus, book of Leviticus, you know.
I took to Zion, but the 3-man story didn't fit in the book of Ryan. I would be lying if I didn't say that rock hit me like the one that shook Goliath the giant. I dropped quickly. I was trying to organize.
David and Goliath. David slayed Goliath the giant with an absolute slingshot and a rock. I believe he had a slingshot with just a rock. Bruh.
That rock hit me like the one that shook Goliath the giant. I dropped quickly. I was trying to organize the Last Supper. If Joseph is married to retirement, why we making the fans suffer? Y'all making up.
He said I was trying to organize the Last Supper. But if Joseph's married to retirement, something, the Last Supper, you know, in the Bible, the Last Supper, where Jesus came together with his bruh. Oh my God. And remember in Vacancy when he said, Joell said, we're able to say we're free, but we ain't sitting at no round table. It's rectangle, me and Crook and the Bojangles, bruh. And now Crook is talking about the Last Supper with the table for all of them to sit together.
Last Supper. If Joseph is married to retirement, why we making the fans suffer, y'all?
If Joseph is married to retirement, why are we making the fans suffer? Joseph and Mary in the Bible, they were married, Joseph and Mary. Mary is who had Jesus Christ via Immaculate Conception. But then Joseph married to retirement. Joe Budden being retired. So why are we making the fans suffer? Bruh.
The Last Supper. If Joseph is married to retirement, why we making the fans suffer? Y'all making our path rougher. In the belly of the whale like Jonah, we ate sushi.
Y'all making our path rougher. In the belly of the whale like Jonah, we ate sushi. He's saying Royce and Joe made our path more difficult than it had to be. We was in the belly of the whale like Jonah, struggling, but we ate sushi. What do whales eat? Raw fish. What is sushi? Raw fish. Basically saying, but we made the best out of what we had. Y'all put us in the belly of the whale, but we ate sushi. Come on, bruh.
Y'all making our path rougher. In the belly of the whale like Jonah, we ate sushi. And that's such a rap hustler for ya. I'm the Samson that y'all made. Delilah gave me a ball fade. Cut off my crown, now I'm tired.
Oh my God, bro. He's going through this is amazing. The penmanship. I'm a writer. Not even in the same caliber as King Crooked, obviously. But now he's talking about Samson and Delilah. And he said Delilah gave me a ball fade.
I'm the Samson that y'all made. Delilah gave me a ball fade. Cut off my crown, now I'm tied to two pillars. Enemy.
Now I'm tied to two pillars like Samson. Because after she cut his hair off, he wasn't strong no more. And they tied him to two pillars. And then it fell and he died. Samson did.
He's all around till God sent me the strength off my crown. Now I'm tied to Samson that y'all made. Delilah gave me a ball fade. Cut off my crown, now I'm tied to two pillars. Enemies all around till God sent me the strength to bring the house of Slaughter down. I died.
Till God sent me the strength.
God sent me the strength to bring the house of slaughter down.
To bring the house of slaughter down. Samson, when he was on the pillars, prayed to God to give him strength. And the whole thing came crashing down.
Pillars, enemies all around, till God sent me the strength to bring the house of slaughter down. I died and came back as John the Elder, wrote a book about our bad ways.
Oh, this is a sin. You sinning while you talk about the Bible, crook. What the... He said I died and came back as John the Elder. Who wrote the book of Revelations? John the Elder, also known as John the Patmos. I say Patmos. I've heard people say Patmos. I learned here in the South, I learned Patmos. So if I'm saying it wrong, that's how I was raised. But see, in the Bible, Samson actually really died. My dog is tripping. Gracie, stop. Stop. I'm sorry, y'all. In the Bible, Samson, really did die. But who else died and then came back to life in the Bible? Jesus. But King Crooked said he died and came back to life as John the Elder. He came back to life, bruh. He's talking, it's a metaphor for his old self, the alcoholic, his old ways, his old self dying. And then he came back to life, metaphorically, into being a new person. I'm a recovering addict, once again. So I completely understand what he's talking about, bruh.
Samson that y'all made, Delilah gave me a ball fade. Cut off my crown, now I'm tied to two pillars. Enemies all around, till God sent me the strength to bring the house of slaughter down. I died and came back as John the Elder, wrote a book about our bad ways, a revelation about our last days. Now it ain't no...
What did I say? He said wrote a book about our bad ways, a revelation about our last days. I just said John the Elder wrote the book of Revelations. He just took us through the Bible from Genesis, the first book, to Revelation, the last book. All while making it pertain to the group and their story. I mean, is anybody else's mind not... What?
The strength to bring the house of slaughter down. I died and came back as John the Elder, wrote a book about our bad ways, a revelation about our last days. Now it ain't nothing left to tell you, this the last page. The story's over, no more Backstage. I guess I thought shit was sweet, cause sugar and salt look the same, you know what I mean? What?
Now he's just talking in bars. Just talking bars, you know. regular old talk. I guess he really does. What he say in that verse with high res and Kersha? Bitch, I spit in colloquial. What he say? Bitch, I spit in colloquialisms. Bitch, I spit in colloquialisms. He talks in colloquialisms.
All shit was sweet, cause sugar and salt look the same, you know what I mean?
And you know, I've never thought about that either. He said that he thought everything was sweet because sugar and salt look the same. And they do look, sugar and salt look the same. My dog is about to get in trouble. I don't know what her problem is. But anyway, sorry y'all. But salt and sugar do look the same. He said, I guess I thought everything was sweet. Because salt and sugar look the same. I never even thought about that, bruh.
I guess I thought shit was sweet, cause sugar and salt look the same, you know what I mean? It wasn't real. And God gave me the signs. That's why this verse is biblical.
Green room by.
God gave me the signs. That's why this verse is biblical. Bro, this is the verse of 2022 thus far. Period. Dot. The end. Joel's verse was absolutely tremendous and amazing too. But what Crooked did, bruh.
God gave me the signs. That's why this verse is biblical.
Green room bottles full as fuck. Bad bitches around that nobody else could touch. Bags full of money. Choppers on the bus. The four-headed monster. Who want a problem with us? But see, the problem was us. And a whole lot of stuff we probably should have discussed. But we here now. No going back. Hey, at least shit was real when we was backstage.
What's that say? From the ghetto to the Getty. Bruh. It's amazing and sad at the same time, bruh. Hold on. Is that it? Yeah. Wow. Holy. There's never been a more appropriate time to say holy mother of all the holy mothers in the whole biblical lyricism writer, holy mother of holy lands. No, bro, that was absolutely amazing. Y'all let me know in the comments, what do y'all think of the song? What y'all think of the video? What y'all think of my reaction? What bars did I miss? Be real. Be respectful, please, but be real. Again, I do have the IG live video, my reaction to the IG live video with Royce, Joell Ortiz, and Joe Budden coming up. Also King Crooked's IG live where he responded to their IG live coming up, my reaction to that. Also, my reaction to what the game has been saying about Eminem and several other things. I owe a couple people reactions that I'm looking forward to doing as well. So yeah, I've got to do it at my own pace due to my health issues, but I am doing the best I can. I hope y'all enjoyed the reaction. Again, comment below y'all's thoughts. Please don't forget to click on the link in the description box. Make sure you go watch, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Please like this video on your way out, a lot more important than you think. And please subscribe to my channel, y'all. April G. Squad, fist bump. Love y'all. And I'll see y'all in just a little bit. Peace out.